Good morning, everyone. You know, I want to share with you that sitting there, I feel so supported. I feel like I'm not just one of me up here. I feel all of your love. You just pour it out to me. So glad I'm speaking. So glad you're here. I'm so glad I came and it just fills me to overflowing. It just absolutely fills me to rock bottom. So I'm gonna see if I can move this little puppy because I'm old school, right? So I told Reverend James, I said, I can do this. No, I don't have to I can do this. He says, no, I don't want you to do that. This is your thing. Do it your way. I love the way you do it. Why change it? It ain't broke, don't fix it, right? It ain't broke, don't fix it. So the title of my talk is K.I.S.S. Keep it spiritually simple. Keep it spiritually simple. When we don't keep it spiritually simple, we keep it simply stupid. So I did some of both of that this past week. I got a call Thursday morning, kind of late, that I had a call back for a commercial. It was like 9:20, and I'm in Santa Clarita, and it's 11:15 in Santa Monica. I'm in my PJs, right? So I need to do the wig, I need to do the makeup, I knew the thing, the whole thing. And I created this affirmation for myself, which is, be not anxious, but trust in me, your own real self within. Be not anxious. Trust in me. So I'm driving over the pass and the traffic, and I'm going, no, and I'd start to feel it. You want to go, no, be not anxious. And so I get there on time. I'm the last one. I walk in. It was the best. We had the most fun. Harold was the director. He got up. He shook my hand. He introduced himself. We just played and had the best time. And so that was Thursday. Thursday night, I get a call that I'm on hold. So now I'm on hold for the commercial. So I'm excited. It was just great. We had so much fun. So I figured it's Thursday night. Joselito, are you listening? So I figured, Friday. It wardrobes on Tuesday, shoots Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday night I'll hear. Didn't hear. Well, definitely Saturday, because like Sunday's everybody goes to church, right? They don't work on. So I didn't hear Saturday either. And the energies of that great joy, that great excitement started to go that way. Started to, well, shoot. Thought sure I was going to get that one. So Monday, I'm in a meeting with my beloved Aaron. And about 5:30, 6 o'clock, I get a phone call, and I don't usually interrupt, but it was my manager, so I answered it. And she said, sorry to know, they just released you. And I said, well, yeah, I know. I didn't hear Saturday, so I knew. She says, no, they just booked it right now at 5 o'clock on Monday. But see, I already gave it up on Saturday. So do I think that my energy, this is killing me. I have to wear these to read, but I don't have to wear these to see you. I'm learning. It's a whole new thing with cataract, blah, blah. So, but do I think it had a difference? No, I know it has a difference. It's everything. Your energy is everything. If you, just like Joselito, you're in a place of choice. Do I want it? Yeah, I want it, but probably didn't get it, Oh, yeah, I want it, but I should have worn that other dress. I think I said that word, I forgot. No! Do you want it? Yes! Just say yes. The universe made simple. Simplify. We make it so complicated. And we try to outline everything. So Ernest Holmes wrote this. Well did Jesus say, we must become as a little child if we would discover the kingdom of happiness. Because little ones, they just expect everything to be done for them, and it usually is. They wake up every day full of energy and eager and excited to see what the day holds. They inspect every bug and every leaf and every cloud and every speck of dirt, and everything's an adventure. Everything's an adventure. And that natural enthusiasm, that's why we can't take our eyes off of them. Because they're alive in the moment. Now, if something happens that upsets them, they let us know, don't they? loud and long. And then it's over. And then they're back to bugs and leaves and dirt and clods and things like that. So they do not drag the corpse of yesterday's disappointments into today. Well, I didn't get that one last week. So yeah, I know I've got this callback and I am on hold, but you know that, no, don't do that. Be in the moment. Keep it simple. Keep it spiritually simple. So Wayne Dyer wrote this: there's no such thing as stress. Would you agree? There is no such thing as stress. It's not a commodity. You can't put it in a box. You can't weigh and measure it. You can't say, oh, here it comes, and it's this tall and this. No. He says there's no such thing as stress. There's only people thinking stressful thoughts. There's just people thinking stressful thoughts. Just like I thought myself into that mess, and then we think ourselves back out again. We can. That's our choice. Absolutely. So I just completed my 6-week class, Greatness on Demand, a couple months ago now. But I brought this book. I fell madly in love with the book that I've talked about so much here, The Impersonal Life by Joseph Benner. And I brought it to Reverend James. And I said, I have to teach this class. I just have to. And I'd been eating it up for about 8 months. And he flipped through it and he says, looks like he's saying you're God. And I said, yep, that's what he's saying. So that's why I got to teach it. Because that's what I'm learning. Because I'm God. That's what I'm learning. So he says, well, it's 18 chapters. You'll do 3 classes a week for 6 weeks. Because that's 18 classes, 18 chapters. And you'll do it online. And I said, okay. Because I know how to turn my computer on and off. I do emails every day. I'm on Facebook even. But now I'm going to produce this, film it in my house, in my home, by myself. So I had all these lovely people who tried to train me. Who tried to train me. And I finally, we opened like 6 weeks late, I finally got one video up online, but I couldn't upload it to the web. I got it uploaded to CoreSite, but I couldn't get it on the web because the file was so big. So I brought it in, and James took pity on me, and we got it up, and it was hideous. It was hard. I looked good, which is really important, but the sound was hideous. We scratched it, we dumped it immediately. I went home and I'm like crushed. I'm like, no, I've never worked on anything so hard in my life. It's horrible. I give up. I'm not doing it. And James called. He says, no, it's so simple. He says, come on in. I'm sorry I didn't show you myself. Come on in, I'll show you how simple. And he talked, and finally I said, okay. I went into my guest bathroom downstairs. It's the most inside in my townhouse, and closed all the doors and threw the biggest tantrum I've ever thrown in my life. I'm screaming, I can't do it, I won't do it, they can't make me do it, I can't. I'm screaming and crying and yelling. And then I got in the car and I went, and James, and he showed me it was simple. I was just making it complicated. Well, actually, the real key was I called Jason and I said, you do this stuff all the time, how do you do it? And he says, I use my iPhone. And I went, now that I can do. My phone I've got. So that's what we did. I used my phone and I got it up and it was easy. So now, I know you're watching at some point, James. I admit, Reverend Dr. James, I admit in front of all the world, you were right. It's simple. It's simple. So simple. I love it. It's absolutely so simple. So this is from the book. I love this. When you stop thinking into them, this power, and turn within to me and allow me to direct your thinking, they will at once disappear from your consciousness and dissolve into the nothingness from which you created them by your thinking. So they're nothing. There's just this lovely invitation comes. All it says is, we'd love to have you, please come. And then we create my class, and then we create all this complications around it. But in the end, it's just a simple invitation. Do you want it or not? Yeah. Yeah, we do, don't we? Do we? Yes. Yeah, we want it. So we don't have to complicate it. I love that. So it says, turn within to me. And who's the me? Who's the me that we're turning within too, that's going to give us all of this guidance and direction and inspiration and answers that we're looking for. It's you. It's your own I am. It's your own higher self instructing this human mind and trying to get all the clouds away so that we can see the simplicity of the truth that's there for us. The universe wants to express through you in a way that no one has ever done before, or ever can do, or will do, ever, in all of eternity, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. So it says in the book, all things are possible to you because I am there. I'm there within you. I am you. It says someplace in the book, in the moment of your birth, at your first breath, I, the one I, breathed you from within, not from without, and evermore lived within your being. See, how can I be all that when I can't even breathe myself? I can't even breathe. Well, I can breathe myself, but what about when I'm asleep? What about when I'm having surgery? And something continues to breathe me, continues to breathe you, continues to do all the multiplicity of what we call complexity within our being in such perfect simplicity. So that we laugh and walk and talk and make messes and clean them up and all that kind of stuff. And all of this is going on all the time. We don't have anything to do with it. It's this me, it's your I am that's doing all of it. And there's so much more for us. So much more for us. So how many impossible things have you done? How many impossible things? How many of you have gone back and got a higher education or a vocation or something and completed it? How many of you? Right, lots of you. How many of you are gifted to be raising the geniuses who are going to guide us in the next generation? You're being the parents. You're raising these brilliant minds, these geniuses that are coming in today that are higher than we are, and they're going to take us where we need to go. So Melanie Beckler says this, take a moment right now and honor how far you've come. So think back like 5 years. What's this? So make it 2010. Make it 2000. Remember the world was going to crash? Do you remember that? When 2000 hit, all the computers were going to die and the world would fall apart. Didn't happen. So all the fear and anxiety and angst that's going on in the world, we have a choice. We can get on that bandwagon and we can get all upset, or we can turn within and use the affirmation that I created for myself, which is, be not anxious. And in the book it says, with all your seeking and all your striving, let it not be with anxiety, for the results are in my hands, and I will take care of them. I will take care of them. This earth is not going to spin off into a void. There's something greater than this at work here that's underneath all the chaos, that's going to bring out of the chaos some greater good that we can't see right now. But Ernest Thomas says we must have faith in this invisible law. And even though we cannot see the way, we must know that the way is, and that the way is cooperative. The way wants us, the truth wants us to come through the chaos, to birth. Birth itself is messy and painful, and yet look what comes forth. Look at the joy that comes forth with each birth. So we go through the chaos, and we go through the mess, and we go through the pain, because on the other side is the greatest beauty. So this is the piece I love more than anything. If you will devote just 1 hour to me alone each and every day, practicing the presence of me within you, I here promise you that I will be to you an exhaustless fount of such wisdom and strength and help that your human mind now cannot possibly even conceive of. 1 hour a day, why would we choose to do anything else? Why would we choose to deprive ourselves of that? Of that, it's the pearl of great price, and it's right here for us. We just have to claim it and grab onto it and make it work for us. And it will. It will, because it's cooperative. It's cooperative. It wants us to succeed. Absolutely. So, in Journey with the Master, it says this: strive to have no feelings of separation from any other being. For if you separate them into one class and yourself into another class, you have at the same time separated yourself in consciousness from the Father or from the One. Why? Because the One is indivisible. It's indivisible. And if I place it over there and say, I don't want to have anything more to do with you over there, then the oneness is over there and I'm over here thinking in consciousness only, in consciousness thinking that I'm separate. I've separated myself from them. And I tried to think of what could I use that was indivisible? And I thought about air. The only thing I could think of was air. If I place all the air over there and I say, okay, you take that over there, and I don't want to have anything more to do with your air. It's here. It's all around me. It's like the baby fish swimming through his goldfish bowls, saying and crying to Mama, I have to find the water. I have to find the water. And it's swimming in the water all the time. So the One is not only in everything, as everything, it's all this too. It is space. There is no time. And it is time and space, so it just waits in this timeless space for us to wake up. And some of us are waking up faster than others, but it doesn't matter because we're all waking up, aren't we? We're all waking up. So the last thing I want to talk about is smile. I just got this advanced Qigong master course. It's like a year course from Chunlin, Master Chunlin. And he says at the end of every explanation of how to do the exercise, he says, remember to smile. Remember to smile. What happens when we smile? Endorphins are released in our brain. And I looked it up at Wikipedia. It says that the endorphins that are released help to inhibit pain, but they also can give us a sense of euphoria. Feel good. So when you smile out in the world, 9 times out of 10, the people smile, someone smiles back at you, don't they? So not only are you endorphining yourself, you're endorphining the whole world. So everyone feels better when we smile. So this is his acronym for SMILE. Start my internal love engine. Let's say that. Let's say that. Start my internal love engine. So to wrap it up, there's no stress. There's nothing like stress. We just think stressful thoughts. But the good news is if we thought ourselves into them, we can think ourselves out the same way. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. And when anxiety seems to strike, rather than letting yourself go down that rabbit hole, remember, be not anxious. Trust in me. Your own real self within, your own I am. Your I am isn't going anywhere. It's who you are. In the book, it says over and over and over and over and over in every way possible that we're one. And finally, it says, you are I. Can't get any closer than that. You are I. And lastly, remember to smile. It just feels good. And it makes everyone around you feel good. You'll live longer and a much happier life. Namaste.